Meghan Markle News: How Kate Middleton feud rejuvenates spirit of Wallis Simpson. Royal News X. Last month, royal commentator and former Sunday Express editor Martin Townsend suggested rumors surrounding NS. Apparently, according to 2019 Channel 5 documentary They Baltimore-raised Wallis Simpson triggered seismic rifts in the establishment and the general public in Britain when her relationship to King Edward VIII started, as she was not perceived to be politically and socially suitable as a prospective queen consort due to her two failed marriages. In the summer of 1936, only 6 months after his accession, Edward went against royal protocol and took an extended holiday in Greece and the Mediterranean with Mrs. Simpson against the advice of the government. According to the documentary, the wife of King George VI, the Queen Mother, had
Raindrops, drop top, top smoking, no cooking the hot pot. Fucking on your bitch, yeah, that.